Hi everyone, welcome to YaguTamizhi. In this video, we are going to see what is geography. Before going to start this video, I strongly recommend to watch few videos. I will provide the playlist link in the description. Once you click the playlist link, you can able to see this page. In this playlist we can able to see all the videos we have covered as of now. If you scroll down at the bottom of this page, you can able to see couple of videos start from 3.1 2 3 and 4. In this video we covered what is data center, region, availability zone and region pair. Okay, I strongly recommend to watch these videos before going to start this video. Why? Because this is the continuity of this video. Okay, now we will go to our topic. If you see geography, first we will understand what is the infrastructure of the geography. Once we understand the infrastructure, then we will see and discuss why we need geography. First we will see this is the geography. Geography is nothing but assume that it is the one country or one continent. Okay, example, if you see inside the geography we have regions, collection of regions we can call it as geographies. Example, assume that this is the geography of India. Inside the India we have couple of regions. This is the infrastructure. Geography is nothing, it is the collection of regions. Yeah, I hope now we understand the infrastructure of the geography. Now we will understand why we need geography. I will go here. Yeah, we can able to see here. Yeah, in this previous videos we have discussed about what is data center, zones, regions, region pair. We can see this is the data center. It collection of data centers we can call it as Azure zones, and the collection of zones we can call it as regions. And the region, if anything happen to the region, we are recovered from the region pair. And if you see here, it is the collection of regions we can call it as geographies. Yeah, now we understand the infrastructure of the geography. Now we will discuss why we need geography. Example, you take each and every country have several rules to protect their people data or customer data or their information, government information or medical information, like that. So for that particular reason we need geography. Example, you see China. The China government is not expose any data from their country. They should store everything inside the country. Even the China government not allow their people to use other public search engines like Google or something. They have separate search engine for their country. Likewise, each and every country they have specific rules to protect their people or their government information, like that. Example, you take Indian government, they have separate bank for their people. Example, you take State Bank of India. In that bank, what they collect, they have all the customers information, all the credit card information, debit card information, each people how many amount they have, each and everything they have a data. So they have to store they plan to store in the cloud, because it is difficult to store in the on premises, so plan to store in the cloud. In case you see this kind of information is very confidential, and Indian government has applies one rule to this kind of data. It should store inside the Indian geography. It should not store outside the Indian geography. Example, you take this is the one of the region. Example, you can call it as Central India region. Okay, Central India region. So what government is planning to do, all the bank information of this government they are planning to store inside the specific region. So, and also they have to ensure all the data should be stored inside the same Indian geography. Example, now the Microsoft not announced any geography option. Apart from that, now we will see. Example, this region. Okay, now all the data is deployed into the Central India region. Okay, now what happening, we already discussed region pair. Okay, now assume that another one region, this region is belongs to China. Example, you take West China region something. So what happening, this particular two region is very near and it is more than 300 kilometers, separated by 300 kilometers. So Microsoft what will do, so this one they make it as region pair. So they make a underground cable from this two region. So if anything happen to this particular region, to overcome from this region, they created another one region. It is belongs to China. So what happened after few days? What happening? Something happened to the entire India region, Central India region. So the entire Central India region goes down. So what Microsoft people will do? So to recover this kind of scenario, they will migrate all the data from the Central India to West China. So ultimately what happening? Our data still is available in the West China region, but it is not satisfying the government rules. Example, you see in the Central India region we have the Indian government data. Now it is all migrated into the West China region. So now it is crossed the Indian government India border. So this is China border. So it is now crossed the it is located in the China location, the China geography. So it should not happen. That's why Microsoft announced geography. If you choose geography as India in the Azure portal, or you can see Microsoft website, we have option to choose the geography. If you choose geography as India, then it lists out the region inside the Indian geography. Example, this assume that this is the Indian geography. They will list out all the regions belongs to the Indian Indian inside the Indian geography regions. So ultimately whenever you choose Indian geography, we can able to choose any other region. They are allowed to choose any other region inside the India. Okay, example, assume that this is Central India, I choose here. So in case if Microsoft introduced the geography concept, right? So all the regions inside the geography is paired with the another region is also belongs to the same Indian region. So in case Microsoft Indian government upload their government bank information in the Central India region. So after some days something happened to this particular region, so it goes down. So what Microsoft will do? So Microsoft migrate all the data to the another region. Example, South India region. So our government data is available in the another region. So the data is also available now, and also this data is residents inside the same Indian geography. So it satisfies both the roles. That's why we need geography. If you choose geography, inside the geography we can able to choose what are the regions. It support only for the specific geography rules. Example, Indian government have several rules and regulation, that all the rules and regulation is followed by the region inside the Indian geography. That's why we need geography. I hope you understand why we need geography now and the infrastructure of the geography. Now we will go to the theoretical part. Okay, just quick recap. This is the geography is nothing but it is the country or continent. It is the collection of regions we can able to see, and all the regions is paired with the another region. That's why if anything happen to the region 1 or region 1, all the data is migrated to the region 2. That particular region also only belongs to the same geography. That's why the data residency should be followed. The data is located in the same geography, so there is no conflicts, nothing happen. Now we will see the theoretical part. Okay, now we will see what is geography. Area of the world that contain at least one or more Azure regions. Yeah, geography is nothing but it contain at least one or more region. At least it containing 2 regions. Assume that. Okay, these are the geography and containing regions. Now we will see next point. Example, India is the geography. We are discussed, right? India is one of the example of geography. Likewise, similar United States one of the geography, United Kingdom one of the geography. Likewise, we have multiple geographies. We will discuss at the last of the video. And you see second point, each region only belongs to one geography. Yeah, it is very simple. Example, you see the region 1. Example, you assume that South India region. It is belongs to the Indian geography. This South India region is not located in the China or Australia. This particular region only belongs to the same geography, India. That's why they are telling each region only belongs to one geography. I hope you understand. And we will discuss why we need geography. So in this point we can see, ensure all the data level requirements like data residency, sovereignty, resilience, complaints we have discussed, right? Data residency is nothing but where our data should be stored within the same geography or same region, or where our data should be stored. So each and every country has rules for data residency. And sovereignty is nothing but it is the rules or regulation implemented by the government to follow the set of rules to store their data or information. So this kind of things we have to follow, we can resolve with the help of geography. Resiliency we will discuss later. Complaints is nothing but we have discussed, right? Financial data, health card data, credit card data. Likewise, any confidential data like medical data or scientific research data, they have to store in the specific particular region or geography. Why? Because they are not like to store their people or customer data outside their country. That's why this kind of information we can store inside the same geography, so that we need to choose the geography. And resiliency is nothing but if anything happen to our data, how we can able to overcome from this kind of disaster. Example, our data is stored in the region 1. Okay, this is the very confidential information. Later if anything happen to the region 1, so the entire region 1 goes down. So what happened, all the data is automatically replicated into the region pad. So now our data is available in the region 2. So ultimately our region, this is resilience, this is called weekend resilience, how to overcome from the failure, fault tolerance. So our data is ultimately available in the region 2, and also this region 2 also available in the same geography, so it is also following the rules, and also our data is available. So this is what we need geography. I hope you understand this point. Now we'll see. So Microsoft will not store customer data outside the geography we specify. Example, once we specify Indian geography, our data is always stored inside the Indian geography. If anything happen to that particular data center or region, they replicate into the another region. That region also available inside the same geography. Experts for certain non-regional services, this should follow whenever we store data, it only store inside the same geography. Experts apart from that, there is some exceptions. You can see traffic manager, DNS routing, Active Directory. These are the Azure services. These are the, we can call it as non-regional services or global services. While these are, we can't choose the specific region or specific geography for this particular kind of services. Example, you can see Azure portal. That's also one of the particular services. It is not we can able to choose inside the region. Okay, it will be created in all the regions. Likewise, there are certain services, it is not only available in this, we can't choose the specific region or geography. So these are the exceptions. I hope you understand. And geography or fault tolerance to product from the region level failure. We already discussed, right? If anything happened to the inside the geography, we have multiple regions. If anything happened to this particular region, all the data is replicated into the another region. So what the geography or fault tolerance, it is overcome from the failure. That's what they're discussing here. You can see geography or fault tolerance to product from the region level failure. And these are the geographies. You can see India, United States. These are the geographies. Microsoft, as of now, Microsoft contains this much geographies. Example, you see India, United States, United Kingdom, Canada. These are the countries, country level geography. Example, you can see Africa. These are the continent level. Australia. As of now, Microsoft containing this much geographies. When you see this video in the latter point of time, you have to check Microsoft document to see the official count. Now we will see the Microsoft website. Give me a minute. If you see, once you go to the browser, you type Azure Geography, then we can able to see the first link. Inside the first link, you can able to see this particular website. If you scroll down, you can able to see option called select the geography. Inside that we can able to see all the geographies offered by the Microsoft. Now in this case I have chosen India. So what it automatically shows, what are the regions is available inside the India, and also this regions it should follow the Indian government rules. Okay, example, you see if I choose India, right? So if you see regions, Central India, South India and South Central India, these are the region is inside the Indian government, and also it is location where it is, year opened, and it is support for availability zone or not, and these are the complaints rules we have discussed, right? These are the certain rules for each and every government as follows. Example, if you take Central India, this Central India region is follows this complaints, global complaints. So each and every country is follows certain rules, right? These are the global rules. This rules is followed by this particular region. Likewise, we can able to see data residency. We can see, right, whenever any failure, it is replicate to fault tolerance. disaster recovery. Yeah, we can able to see here likewise. And also it shows the nearby geographies. For India, these are the nearby geographies: China, Australia, Asia Pacific. And also if you choose any other thing, like if I is to Australia, you can see Australia only one region. If we choose China, in China we have multiple regions, so each region should follow their government rules. So whenever we planning to deploy our services, it should follow some certain rules and regulation. So we have to choose the particular region, and we have to choose the complaints, and we have to check whether this region is follow our rules and regulation or not. Then only we have to deploy. That's why the geography plays a major role. I hope you understand, guys. We'll see in the next video. Thank you.